These 20 ingredients here produce donuts, which is a lot of ingredients, but that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is that these 2 ingredients right here produce donuts as well. Just simple life choices. 20 ingredients versus 2. So we're gonna start with the 20 ingredient because honestly, I don't think anyone's gonna make this. We're going to start with the 20 ingredient donuts, and I'm trying to like single out the most weird ingredient because 20 is like a big number. I'm guessing almond flour is probably like the most unconventional one. So I would say that the almond flour and maybe the coconut flour are like the weirdest things in here. I do have to say that even though some ingredients are weird, the actual steps are really easy. So it might be that like 3 of you might try this out. There's nothing more annoying than when you're watching a YouTube video and someone keeps on looking at their phone for like what to do next. Even though that's my whole brand, I want to fix that. Every day we try to fix something new, especially when you're like down here. So down you could barely see me. This first step is to combine some lemon juice with milk. We're basically creating like a sour milk or something. I'm actually using vinegar because I didn't have lemon, but if you got it, use it. So we step that aside, and then this is the actual main steps, and it's basically dry ingredients, wet ingredients. It's literally that easy. Like, first step is just plain flour. The almond flour goes to Whole Foods once. The next ingredient is coconut flour, but it's very little. It's literally like a much smaller amount, so I don't know what difference that makes. And then we start with the spices, which is actually not that many. So the first one is cinnamon. I really have to do a good job of getting everything out because I measure this to like I use scales. Baking powder, and then this is baking soda. I don't know why this is so exciting for me, but it is. Like, if there's one video that I've made on my channel, like one series that I really wanted you guys to love, it's the 2 ingredient versus 20 ingredient, because the world needs a lot of 2 ingredient recipes right now, but also because it's so interesting to me that all of this makes the same dish. So this is nutmeg. Wow. It's really dense and like heavy because of the almond flour, so I don't know how this is supposed to make a donut, but it is, I guess. So we're gonna step this aside because now we gotta work on the wet ingredients, which always starts with egg. So the egg, this is the milk with lemon, white sugar, brown sugar. You know what doesn't make any sense? How does brown sugar smell so good and white sugar doesn't have any smell? This is a new ingredient. This is almond extract. I think it just gives it like a nutty, like almond flavor, which I don't even necessarily associate with donuts, but I guess these are like a healthier version, or like, I don't even know, like a Whole Foods version of donuts. This one is caster sugar, but this is actually just sprinkle at the end. So I think this is supposed to be like half a tablespoon of lard, like animal fat or something. I honestly don't even know where I would buy that, so I'm using some coconut oil instead. I hope that it's fine. Google said it's fine. So then we got half a tablespoon of butter. It's supposed to be melted, but we're just gonna mix it a little more aggressively and it'll be fine. Last ingredient that we forgot, this was supposed to go in the dry. This is salt. Wait, let me put that. It's so satisfying when we go from all those ingredients to literally 2 bowls. We're gonna mix in the wet ingredients. I mean, it looks pretty good. Alright, so the butter is not mixing. It definitely should be melted. So if you're gonna try this, I mean, do follow the recipe. Alright, so according to the recipe, what we do now is just pour like the dry mixture in. Wow, it smells like almond a lot. I mean, we did use the almond extract, but like, it's very intense. I don't know if... Okay, Google, what's that lady who cooks with Snoop Dogg?
Martha Stewart.
Oh.
Here's a summary from the website opramac.com.
Like I was saying, if Martha Stewart is watching this, I think most donut recipes use yeast. Because the 2 ingredient one doesn't have any yeast in it, I felt like it wouldn't be completely fair. So I looked for a recipe that didn't have any yeast. It's not getting dry, like it's still very moist. It smells like brown sugar and like almonds. It's incredible. It's definitely not as thick as I expected for like a donut dough, but like, I mean, it seems pretty good. The same way I did it on the previous video, I want both of the donuts to cook at the same time because I feel like that's more fair. Like, it makes sense in my head, it makes it easier. So I'm gonna be using the same tray for both of them. Like, They said to use some of this spray oil. I'm pretty sure this is already non-stick, but I mean, I measured this, so this would make 6 donuts, but it seems to me like this is a lot more than that. But basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill in the little tray. I don't know if it's the spray or whatever it is, but it's not looking appetizing. It looks like we're making like oatmeal donuts. So even though the next one is 2 ingredients only, like it's anyone's game now, because these are looking, it's weird because this dough is too thick to basically spoon like this, but it's too liquid to like roll out and shape into donuts with your hands. So I don't know, I'm gonna try smoothing it out a little. Officially, we went from 20 ingredients to this. Dunkin' Donuts does these really delicious donuts that look so ugly but taste so good. It looks exactly like this, but as you can see, I used every single bit of the dough left. I come with receipts, and I'm gonna show you guys the 2 ingredients for the 2 ingredient donuts. I'm not the most experienced or skilled baker, but a lot of you guys are, so I'm not gonna be surprised if some of you guys pause the video and comment down below which 2 ingredients do you think you can use to make donuts. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are gonna get it. So the first ingredient, I'm gonna start with the most expected one to make 2 ingredient donuts, is self-raising flour. I kind of expected like flour. This made sense in my head. Now that does not make sense in my head, even looking at it. So the second ingredient is yogurt. This is looking like the saddest donuts that I've ever tried, but I mean, last time I was wrong. On the official blog that I found this recipe, because there's many variations and there's literally like 1,000 blog posts about how to make this with kind of similar ratios. Some people use plain yogurt and then they add flavorings like vanilla, sugar separately, but obviously because this is 2 ingredients, it's been sweetened, so this is already sweet, so that's where the sugar comes from. It's either genius or not. I'm guessing or not. This is just some regular yogurt. I wish I had like vanilla or something, because that would have made this better, but I don't have any, so feel free to experiment with maybe, oh, chocolate would be really good. I have to make sure I get everything, because with 2 ingredients, like if you mess up measuring these. So to this we're gonna add the self-raising flour. Why do I feel like this is gonna be too dry? I'm just gonna add the whole thing. Are you kidding me? This is just powder. I'm so confused. I want to give up, but something tells me that this might lead somewhere. It's fluffy. It actually seems like it could taste good. It's so dry and fluffy. This literally looks like scrambled eggs. I think you make donuts with this attachment because it's like the dough attachment, right? Trust me, I wouldn't be using this unless the dough was really difficult to mix. So dry that I honestly don't think I'll have the skills to do this. So let me try to put everything in here, and I'm hoping that this is gonna make this become a dough. This is supposed to make the same amount of donuts as the other one, which is 6. Let's see if we can even get a dough out of this. Interesting. It feels like real dough. The other one didn't feel like the dough of a donut. This one does. It almost smells like donuts. I'm so confused. In my head, these 2 versus 20 ingredient videos are science experiments, and this video literally proves that. Like, how did we make something that actually looks like a dough out of yogurt and flour? It feels like pizza dough. That's a good idea. 2 ingredient versus 20 ingredient pizza. Let me know. No one's interested. I do these videos for me. This one to me feels like it should be deep fried. I'm still gonna do it. Look how weird that looks. Like with no oil, nothing. I mean, some of them are definitely bigger than the others, but like, even though these look really dry and they definitely should be deep fried, it actually makes kind of sense. The 20 ingredients look like something healthy that you can put in the oven, and they look like you should just put them straight up in oil. Do I even have to say that we always take things to the next level. No, what we're gonna do is, while the donuts, the ones in the molds, are baking, to fully test the differences between 2 ingredient and 20 ingredient donut dough, we are going to deep fry them in oil, which I guess is like the most common technique to make donuts. So this actually probably even makes more sense than baking them. So this dough, the 2 ingredient, is really easy to handle. This one is a lot softer, but it does look good. I mean, I guess it kind of works as well. It's difficult, but I think it works still. I'm gonna be so scared dropping this. All right, so I'm gonna start with the 20 ingredient one. Oh my god, I hate using hot oil. Oh my god, why is it not? Hello? I guess we just leave it. And there goes the 2 ingredient donut hole. Guess we wait. It is frying, right? Like, you want to hear that. I don't think we need more heat. Let's make another one just in case these don't turn out fine. And let's make another one of the 20 ingredient. It's really sticky. Oh, it's so, like, doughy. The 2 ingredient ones, do you see? It looks like some deep fried meat. The 20 ingredient one, it's really soft. It might only work for baking. I guess I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, right? And then we're gonna transfer it into paper towels. And then meanwhile, the oven ones will be ready. A lot of exciting things going on. I cannot wait for this blind test. I know I say this very often, but I truly mean it. The results are really wild and shocking. Each of them we deep fried and cooked in the oven, so it's fully tested. I'm gonna start by revealing the 20 ingredient one. So this is what it looks like. So the reason why I said it's very interesting, it's because I tried to deep fry them. I mean, even though on camera it actually looks kind of fine, this was me attempting to shape a donut, and I think it absorbed a lot of the oil. It might have been because of the flours. I do have to say that these smell incredible. So I cannot wait to test.
I'm having trouble connecting to the...
Please allow me to show you what the 2 ingredient dough looks like. So first of all, I tried to deep fry them, and immediately I knew this dough is like insane. Like, it works. Look at that. This is the closest thing to a donut, fast food, like Dunkin' Donut kind of thing. This is like as close to that as we're gonna get. Even the donut holes, like, that actually looks like legit. And then I made bagels. They do smell kind of donutty, but as you can see, they look a little bit more like bread. Like the top especially, because they cooked a little bit too long. They both cooked for around 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes. Here's the moment that I've been waiting for, mostly because I get to eat, but that's not the point. So we've got a little flag with 2 ingredients and one with 20. So, you know, I'm gonna test both, and then we're gonna do a blindfold test, basically. I'm gonna start with the fried ones. I feel like this one is gonna be kind of easy to figure out what is what. So this side is the 2 ingredient. I'm so confused. 20. So I'm gonna start with the fried one because we made those first, and then we're gonna try the baked ones. So I'm just gonna spin them until I lose count, which already happened, but let's remix. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna start by trying. Okay, I'm gonna start by trying this one. Wow, that is really crispy. I'm pretty sure this is the 20 ingredient because it tastes a lot like almond. It does taste like a donut, I do have to be honest. Like, it tastes pretty good. So that's the one on this side. This side, I'm pretty sure this is the 2 ingredient. This one is easy from the texture. Maybe I should have cut it into pieces. Oh my god. That literally has the texture of any donut ever. Insane. It literally is like eating like a Dunkin' Donut Krispy Kreme, and it doesn't even have icing on the outside. Even though it's not as sweet, it doesn't need to be. The winner for the fried test, I can't say that I'm surprised. I don't know what's gonna happen for the next test, but I have to be honest. For the fried ones, the 2 ingredients, this is insane. Like, the texture, it's exactly like a donut. So for the baked test, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut... Wait, should we cut one in half? So I'm gonna cut... I'm just gonna cut a section and then whatever. I'm gonna try my best to not guess or think about which one is which, but it's impossible. So I'm gonna start with this one. So let me show you on camera. I think that might be, whoa, I lost the flag. I think that might be the 20 ingredient. If it is the 20 ingredient, it's a lot better than fried. So if you're gonna try any of these recipes, let me try this one. This one is not sweet at all. It's almost super doughy, so I'm gonna guess the 2 ingredient. I think the winner was the first one, which I'm guessing is a 20 ingredient. I'm really making up for all the times I got it wrong. It's all about this one, like the fried one is so good while the other one... But when it comes to baking, this one, it feels more like a donut, like it's soft, it's really good. We tested 2 completely different recipes with actually kind of similar results, like in a way. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, I would really appreciate that you could give this video a like, because I test out a lot of series and I never know which ones you guys enjoy or which ones you want more episodes of. So giving the video a like, it literally is the easiest way. If you do want to watch another episode, do let me know in the comment section, what food should we do 2 versus 20 ingredient? I'm thinking of doing bagels because these were basically bagels. Before you go, I would really appreciate if you guys could scroll down. There's a subscribe button and a notification bell. So if you tap the subscribe button, every time I put up another episode, YouTube will remind you that I exist, which is nice. I love you guys. I hope you had fun. I had so much fun, and I will see you guys on my next video, which it's dark times we're living in, so it's gonna be as soon as I possibly can. I love you. Bye bye.